This is the OK Conversation. We just going over to the next segment. We have with us Jasper N. White, the director from the Ministry of Transport for Land Transport. Who is Jasper? You the Jasper. Okay. Jasper, welcome to the OK Conversation.
Thank you, Julius.
We have Marilyn Cummings, Director for Training and Development. Welcome.
Thank you, Julius.
Were you the one here the other day?
Yes, Julius.
Were you the one who got hurt?
Yes, Julius.
Oh, so that triple triple encounters. We also have with us Patrick S. Pia, Director for Motor Vehicle. Patrick, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. So we got let's go to the land transport man first. Then we come to motor. No, let's go to motor vehicle. Motor vehicle, land transport, training. Yeah. Because the man stands exactly where we want. Motor vehicle director from the Ministry of Transport. Tell us what's going on. What are your issues? What's happening?
Thank you, Julius, for the invite, and good evening to the Liberian people. Julius, as you may be aware, 70% of our cars in this country are not used for its intended purpose, meaning for either luxury or for necessity. They are used for putting bread on the table. And the second thing is that revenue, we use the vehicle registration for revenue generation in this country.
Mm-hmm.
So it will surprise you to know that the government of Liberia is taking away our functions from us without prior notice. Not telling, even though we were established by an act of national legislation in 1987, August, but with no regard, total disregard to this act, we just got one money and we heard that traffic management is coming to take over the Ministry of Transport.
And I have heard about some law issue that went to the legislature and were passed into law. It is a concession and all that kind of stuff.
Well, there are two different laws. There are two different concession agreements. And if we don't mind, we'll send it to you. Because the other way, we gave it to what they got, Clarence.
I have it. I think I have it.
Okay, so. And when you go through that concession, page 12 exactly, page 12 to be exact, was what was tempered with, for which the current partner, MDMC and LTM, want to code for, which of course the judiciary, the judges, on two different occasions ruled in favor of Djibouti, except the last one, we didn't know where the magic came from. But more precise than Julius, driver license and motor vehicle, they are serious national security issues. Serious national security issues. So to give it to an Arab, and sorry for being the way I'm sounding, to give it to an Arab, especially someone who is heavily backed by Hezbollah, our traditional friends will not feel free to do that. Will not be happy to do business with the people. Our national security is under serious threat, and we are calling every Liberian. Like I tell you this, Julius, we contribute up 13 million to government annually. When you take up what government gave us, in less than 4 years, we are capable of raising over 40 million US dollars. And you're giving this contract or this concession to a company that is going to give Liberia, the government of Liberia, 40 million over 25 years. It will also interest you to know that at the Ministry of Transport currently, there are two revenue streams. But this group will be having 7 revenue streams. And we're giving government of Liberia 40 million over 25 years. We see problem.
The whole 25 years, 40 million?
40 million US dollars. Whereas the Ministry of Transport give,
Or what is the average yearly turnover you give to the government?
we gave the government $12 million annually.
Wow.
12 million US dollars, and it will interest you. And I would say so the people, the listening public can understand. Assuming you're selling color and donut, right? And you're giving that amount. But these people come in, they will sell plenty chip, they will sell donut, they will sell color, they will sell roasted cassava. They got 7 revenue streams, and we just have 2.
Because the whole thing about those 2 laws, they what I saw, and let me come to the land transport man now, Jasper. What I saw was they were being concessioned to do the traffic things, not the vehicle license plate, the driver's licenses. No, like when you violate traffic, they can't tow you. The different things that happen in the traffic, breakdown, and all those kinds of things to manage that aspect. So, how are we where we are? You want to advance on that?
Thank you very much, Julius, and good evening to our listening audience. This is Jasper NY, Director of Land Transport, Ministry of Transport. Julius, it dismisses my imagination that a government who is in a PPP arrangement with a private vendor, a Liberian-owned company, takes home 55% of all of the revenue generated. You can remember very well, before this administration, the Unity Party campaigned against Metex, that the Metex deal was evil. You can't be contributing 20% in a deal with Liberian government. When the government took over, she showed that she raised government percentage to 40%. But yes, the irony. Government talking about 40% and 1 billion next fiscal space. But instead, you giving away 70% of one of your mainstream of revenue generation, which is the motor vehicle arm. But let us go to the history, say this small. 2013, when these people came.
Oh, that's true. It was 2013.
Yes, when these people came, when Gregory first brought them, when Mr. Como first brought them.
Oh, they saw the police out of brought them in 2013.
Yes, when he brought it 2013. Okay. They said they only came to manage our traffic, like you said. But it beats your imagination. By 2016, the contract began to change. 2018, when Mr. Como was serving as investment commission chairperson under the CDC government, they sank over a page and said, no, let us include motor vehicle and driver licenses registration. When the president Weah, when the document was placed before him, he said, no, this was not what I signed on initially. So, Mr. Archibald Nama political advisor,
that's a legal advisor.
Y'all go and revisit this thing. This thing will take bread on the table of Liberian people. I'm not prepared for that. This deal was rejected by Mr. Salif. This deal was rejected by President Weah. Here are we today. We talk about the issue of security. Do you know why people register vehicles? There are 3 reasons why we register vehicles. Number 1 is security. Number 2 is ownership, because we issue you title to be the owner of that vehicle. And number 3 is the revenue component. Why would you say a government who cares about the people prepared to lay off over 265 employees on grounds that in 25 years she will be given 40 million? Are we thinking? Are we real? Are we dishonest to our people? But catch the other side of the case. Today, as we speak, our senator of Monserrado County, the light, Senator Darrell Delo, had never made any comment on the issue. But therefore, yesterday, he was on the Minister of Labor, on Mokupokra, that Liberian need job. So these Liberians are about to be affected at the Ministry of Transport. Senator Darrell Delo doesn't have time for that. No, he got our interest. They all have, sir. The Liberian Senate on the Transport Committee, as regards to the issue. The Liberian Senate has done nothing in the interest of the Liberian people. Headed by Senator Sir Joseph. I'm emphatic about, I saw his report. They are glaring, but you will get to understand. There are honor hands that circumventing our law. 2012, the executive law was revised. Section 1236.3, subtitle A, D, and E. Squarely gave the Ministry of Transport the authorization, entrust the Ministry of Transport with that responsibility to issue driving licenses and register vehicles. The laws are there. These laws are not repealed. Then you are telling me somebody bring a concorded concession, giving Liberian people 40 million after 25 years. Let me give you the mathematics there. You will get to understand a third party individual will receive 700,000. So if you multiply the 700,000 by 25 years, that man will be walking away with 17.5 million. You're a millionaire, whether he in government or not. So yesterday, Senator Snow said one of his regrets as a legislator representing the people of Liberia was the deal with the Freeport people.
Yes, the
APM
APM
terminal D. Are they sitting there again to tell they regret the LTMD? Is that what we're going to carry the country to?
So let me come to Marilyn. I've been told that they will not fire people from transport. Perhaps they will send them over to LTM or whatever. You just be working. Is that not the case?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Julius, thank you. And to our listening audience, we want you to please listen keenly. We are not here today to put the government down in any form or manner. We are here today to stand up for the truth, to stand up for justice, to stand up for the future of this country. Because what we are seeing is going to threaten the future of this country. And we believe that this president at this time did not come to this country to lead us down the drain. Number one, they're saying we are not going to be affected. 265 employees. We had a meeting with then acting president, who was the justice minister at the time. He told us, "I'm giving you my word. You go to work. Nothing will happen to you. You will take your pay." And we told him our argument was we did not come to this job to just sit and fold our hands in the morning and come and play Ludo and take free salary from government. This is not the way we want to go. Our functions must be given to us. We need to work. And Julius, let me backtrack a little bit. The CSS standing order says once you are not working, like performing your tax, after 3 months, that position will be redundant. Our government is showing us that they're going to bypass that redundancy clause because they are the government. They can do anything. Part of the arrest agenda is the rule of law. We are saying this deal is illegal. Illegal in two senses. One, the act that created the Ministry of Transport is not the act that they used to give this concession agreement, which gave Ministry of Transport the legal right to do all transportation related activities in the country. But rather they used the 1972 Police Act. If you see the concession agreement today, Ministry of Transport has no role, no part whatsoever in it. They cut us off completely, and they don't want nobody. This thing been lingering around. It been buried. Nobody
I've been talking about it since I think last year or so.
When I say nobody, I'm talking about the higher ups. Everybody tried to bury it. Everybody tried to say, look, you're taking your salary, you just go with your salary. And we are saying let the right things be done. We are here today risking our life, making our voices to be heard, because we will hold this government. This is our government. We will hold her feet to the fire. President Boyka, we saying apparently somebody put a paper over where you are supposed to sign on the fine lines. You didn't read it. Record this concession. It's illegal. It's tantamount to putting your legacy at stake. And the Ministry of Transport employees are going to stand up till we go to the end of this.
What are your bosses, the ministers, saying about this? Because initially it was my understanding all of them were against it, but is it still the same?
All right.
Who wants to take that on?
I will take it on. We have 5 ministers. Those 5 ministers are all men. And initially they kept telling us we will be incorporated into this thing. The regular arrangement we have, all of the time contractors come in, they work from the back end, and Ministry of Transport employees work from the front end because it's our statutory responsibility. But this time around, the deal says Nobody whatsoever. But our bosses kept telling us, you're not worried, you all are covered, you will be protected. Matter of fact, you will soon see the people coming, they do assessment and everything. In the 13th hour, to discover that there was nothing of such. We were on that negotiating table with our ministers and other legal minds of the country representing the government interests, and we stressed these points to them. And the lawyers looked in our faces and told us the people said they want you. The Liberia Traffic Management said they want no Ministry of Transport employee. That was the time we stood up to our ministers and said, okay, now we realize that they fight a bigger than you. You can't take it on. We'll go to our government. We'll go to the people in the house. And this is the trend we took last 2 weeks ago when some of us were brutalized by the police because we were simply going to go and petition.
What did you do that you were brutalized like that with the blood oozing off from your face?
I did not do nothing. We did not do anything. The records are there. The recordings are there. We were live. We had a Liberian flags, waving those flags and walking peacefully through the Camp Johnson Road, going towards the capital, and was engaged by the police on Kerry Street. They said, get on the side of the road. We got on the side of the road. There were about 4 or 5. And we decided to get on the side of the road. As soon as we got to the Perry Street intersection, the police came with reinforcement of 3 pickups and told us to get on the side of the road. We got on the side of the road. The videos are there. You will see me engaging with the police. We talking. He said, get on the side of the road. Who are the leaders? Let us talk. We said, our leader in the back, he's coming. All of a sudden, a police officer gave a command and said, scatter them. And the next thing we knew, ratings, batus, kicks. And this policeman grabbed me by the back of my jacket and pushed me right through the leg, in the leg pole. That's why you saw that blood. And few of my colleagues came and held me, took me to safety, and they insisted they were going to arrest me. When they took me, I told them I got to go to the hospital. That when you saw me going live, when they told me to go hospital, I decided to go to the capital. But that's part of it. But you know what we are here for is this. We want the Liberian people to know that this deal is not okay. It should be looked at. We are calling on the president. Those who are the aides to the president, you all are listening to this program this Monday afternoon. We are saying the employees of the Ministry of Transport are not happy. This government promised us more than this. Not for us to come leave from Pinsville, from Boys Town, from Duper Road, from Broadway, and you tell us to play checker and you will pay our salary. Last week we were told by one of our ministers that, oh, Mr. President said you should go and do a consent note so they can see how they will incorporate you. Why did you not think about that first? You should have thought about the 265 employees that are going to be at risk of sitting down and playing checker and Lulu when you decided to give this bogus concession to these foreign people who are going to be managing our people information that will lead to national security implications.
Well,
so Julius, let me just come in. Let me show you something, Julius. You know, and sometimes when I listen to some of you guys on the radio, right, and I think about Liberia, I wonder where is this country going? Julius, please give my phone to him. Please give my phone to him. Julius, this is the signature of the RG of the Republic of Liberia, serving as motor vehicle director. Wait, look at here.
That's the license issuing.
That the car stopped there. He's signing.
Liberia National Police Vehicle License, UNA details, blah 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 blah. Inspector General of Police, same.
It's signatory.
Sorry, Julius, you believe that a police director, the RG of the country, the RG of the government that I fought, I campaigned for. Where is women pay? Where are the national leaders of the Unity Party? Where is Amos Twe? Where is Dr. Lutus Tape? Are you seeing what we see? The justice, and I will say this, and I'll be bold. The justice minister is from the Liberty Party. Greg is from the Liberty Party. Yombri as President pro tempore saw a lady bleeding to death, she have never ever said a word. Senator Delon, we voted and campaigned for you because you were the light. Tell us, have that light gone off?
Okay, right, Warren Street.
Where is the light that we saw in you?
Information on the price, the new prices.
Yeah, I was
that they're gonna give,
I was going to come there. But
So
but
Julius, let me learn, Julius.
I am still wrapping my head around the numbers
30-70.
in terms of what you were giving to government revenue and what they will potentially give to government revenue annually.
Let me come here.
How could a government accept to do that?
I come in, Julius.
Yeah.
Just from January 2nd to July 11th, we have raised over $6 million US. We're all of the hustle and tussle where the police is on the street telling people traffic Ministry of Transport document is fake, sending it to SKD. We have raised, that is from January 2nd to the 11th of July. We have raised over $6 million like US dollars and 77 million Liberian dollars. How is that possible, Julius? Wrap your head around it.
Just two revenue
Just
lines.
let me know.
Oh, Julius,
It's frustrating.
It saddens my heart. Apparently, people are not reading very well. 1972 Act, the revised Police Act, clearly state the function of the police. They said that indeed in our act, carry on inspection only on the road. Ministry of Transport, register vehicle, give them third-party liability insurance, produce driver licenses for our public. But it beats my imagination that government will say she want money, she want to, double general will say you want 1 billion budget. Then on the other hand, you strangulating one of the major means. Instead, are you telling me that the government is comfortable with $1.4 million for traffic management on an annual basis as compared to 12 million? Are you killing me? Is that what the government is signing up to? We are calling on our international partner. Because most of the things we are talking about is about your biodata, Julius. Mm-hmm. Let me inform you, probably you are not aware, traffic management are printed 1 million pre-print driving license, driver licenses. Pre-print driver licenses. 1.5 million pre-print car documents. They are available in their possession. They have it there. It is what the issue is. But the question here is, where are they printing it? Lebanon. Yeah, they are printing it in Lebanon. They are printing it in Lebanon. When they print it in Lebanon, Julia, it will interest you to know that card, if they get your biodata with the way of the modernization of computer and technology in the world, somebody may be in Lebanon and go to Syria using Julia biodata. Then tomorrow, if you want to go to a friendly country that is not friendly with Syria and other places, you cannot even say, but you went to Syria 2 days ago. That is the damage. Our strong ally, the US government, are you informing us that Mark Turner should go and receive a driver license that was produced in Lebanon, exposing the national security of the American people and their citizens? Is that what you are telling me? I said no. I think, like Senator Momo Cyrus told us, the president was never briefed fully on this matter.
Yeah.
And Momo Cyrus ensures us that indeed he will do everything humanly possible, because it's a means of mortgaging our sovereignty as a country to give all our biostatistics outside.
But are they going to use the same prices used? And let me come to her to respond to that. You say you have numbers. What will be their figures?
In terms of their prices, they're so astronomical. The small vehicle that we're registering today at the Ministry of Transport called A1, people are paying $70. Because it's going to the road fund thing now, it's going to be $150. The A2 going to be $150. So if you come from A3 that you are paying $125 from, it's going to go to $175. and then you go to the SUVs, A4, A5, it's going to be 200, 225. And it's just
and
gonna
this
be,
does not bring in the insurance yet.
no, and then you're going to pay $25 for testing and emission. They're going to certify you and see if your car is okay before you go to the ministry, before you go to LTM. But here's the catch, right? The Ministry of Transport invested in some of us. We went to Rwanda. The government had the opportunity to bring this same kind of assistance here, and the government would have generated more money at a lower cost and save it for herself instead of bringing a company in that's going to be charging our people all this money. That's one. Two, these prices, what they're doing now, they already started collecting money. LRA don't have a window at their office. So they are collecting tax, they're collecting fees from fees payers that government ain't know per day how much money they are correct. But at the Ministry of Transport, every day, if we raise 300,000, the LRA will get her copy. The Ministry of Transport will get her copy. The bank will get her copy. We raised that issue during the conference with the partners. Do you know what they told us? That's not government concern. That was the government lawyer speaking. All the government know they should get a 30% at the end of the tenure specified. So
if they that is if they made $1 million, they give the government 300,000 and they take 700,000.
Yeah. So what's the check and balance?
And the government settled for that.
Where's the check and balance? Who's checking to know if they're actually making 3 to 4 million per annual or 10 to 20 million per annual? Where's the check and balance? We are trying to raise these issues, and people have already going in our impasse, threatening our lives, telling, I know your car license plate. I know we're not going to be deterred. To my mom out there, she in America, she going crazy right now. I'm telling you, this is a message to her. I am not backing down. This is the time that this generation must stand for something or will fall for anything.
Julius, catch the other irony here. The government today is officially decentralizing the issuing of passport in 2 countries outside Maserati. You say we should take our services to our people under the theory or the doctrine of decentralization, where that calls for devolution, delegation of power to the people. Then you are telling us a Lebanese man will go to Plibo, Solican district. Where are you from? The Lebanese man says, stay on the land. Jet, la Brony or la French name. He will be taking your biodata. Can you imagine? That's what they are telling us. The idea of outsourcing the Ministry of Transport without repealing the law is it is a slap to democracy, and it's a slap to our own governance system.
Let's just have to go and take some.
Okay, Julius, this is very important, and it's good that you always talk about your status officer. Julius, 80 to 90% of our cars in this country are used cars. So if you take them for emission, even if you pay 10,000, they won't pass. They won't pass emission test because they are either fraud, accident, or some kind of salvage car that people recondition and bring here. Imagine you take a car to that place and pay $100 non-refundable fee for emission.
So you don't pass.
Take for example taxi. Taxi is going to go to 190. 190, right?
For the registration.
For the registration. No, yeah, 190. Okay, 300. They charge you 300 for. I didn't update my price listing from them, and you are paying $365 for insurance. So it's 600. It's $665 that a taxi driver in this kind of economy will be paying for annual registration and insurance. Tell me, you think what will happen? The fare will automatically jump. You know what happen? Bitter price will go up. Chicken soup price will go up.
Yeah, because taxi drivers will definitely have.
So you know our effect on the economy. Total hardship. President Boakai, this is your son. Say Kolotoke Pierre that voted campaign and did everything for you. Please, Papi, we beg you. Call that concession. Look at it. We voted you because We know you got the experience. You got everything that it takes to be a leader. Your people will suffer. Your people will cry. And this is not how we want to think like Biro, build like Biro, and love like Biro.
Before you go to the land, let me talk about one key piece. So when we went at with all of the brutality meted against us, we still found our way and went to the capital. We met Speaker Kuhn. We sat down. He asked us, with all the blood, you're going to do the petition. We did our petition. It was read on the floor. We were summoned to go to a hearing. The police director was invited. The ministers at the ministry were invited. The concerned employees at the Ministry of Transport were invited to sit with the committee. When we got there, traffic management never showed up. Police director asked for a request to go and prepare for this protest, this gun protest. Plenary closed. We don't know where anything is. They are already trying to kill our effort, but we are not backing down. We will stand our ground at every cost possible.
This is the OK conversation on OKFM 99.5. When I started talking this thing, some of you thought it was a joke. I told you it was coming to pass. We are at it. You are hearing from them, those who are in the kitchen. They tell you that the other smoke here, we not experienced the smoke before. They smoke from, you know, the guys on wood that can stink. Yeah, and the smoke can be terrible. Sometimes you put pepper in the fire, the other smoke can be terrible. How they want looking? Yeah. 777-700-995, 555-995-995. This, so someone very close to the then Salif administration says it came, let me just say, during our time, so that the person is not known. But we rejected that the Salif administration and predicted the same problem as being witnessed today. That was 2014 and again in 2015. Twice it was rejected. The same Gregory Coleman was one of the front men at the time. Where Salif turned this person, I mean, someone who was very close to President Salif is the one messaging that. So it's not 777-700-995, 555-995-995. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Julius.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Andrew Savani. I'm very happy I'm the first caller. I got a question from everybody that in the studio. Maybe Jasper can answer it because it's my personal friend. But there's something I want to understand. I'm a taxi driver. This Nigeria traffic management. I thought it's supposed to be like the Senate or the House of Legislature that approve of them. Are they legitimate or are they illegal?
Okay.
Oh, I'm really wondering about.
Okay, thanks so kindly. This one says it is like there are some big hands in government who are going to benefit a lot more from this deal. If it is so, we condemn it and ask our leaders to do the right thing in the interest of the nation. We have come too far to be doing the same things we condemned years back. And as Bailey says that, let's see who's on this end. Welcome, let's hear you.
Thank you, my good friend, brother Julius, always for the opportunity. Really, I wanted to read the radio a few days, but they say when the fire is on your neighbor's house and you clapping, you should understand that when you catch your house, they will be clapping too.
Mm-hmm.
Particular issue, we not need to take it to be small thing. I was just sitting listening to the people that are in there. The increasement of the registration, we already trying to say the rescue government to drop it down because of the problem that gave the Liberian people, that the Kito can't rescue. But you try to tell me that the Kito can't kill the Liberian people? Because that is killing. You know why? If registration go on that high, look, this particular one, a protest never happen in this country. This is the time for everybody, data bus seller, driver, car owner, whosoever to join this particular fight. This might not be a joking thing. Because that is the worst thing that government can do to a citizen.
Okay.
And we will not accept it. So this fight, it might not be that the people in there, people will be saying, oh, they're fighting for themselves. No, they're fighting for everyone of us.
Okay.
As I understand, they're fighting for us. So it need to be massive protest for everybody.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks so kindly. Let's take a few more calls. Let's go international. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon, Julius. My name is Martha, and I call you from my rescue center. Let me ask a very quick question, Julius. Is the job the whoever Lebanese company is going to do, is it too difficult for the Ministry of Transport to do?
It is the same thing the Ministry of Transport doing.
It is the same thing they are doing. Are you kidding me? And then they took it and outsourced it to a Lebanese company. So, Julius, tell me, man, why the government treat their own citizens like this? This is really bad. I can't wrap my head around this.
Okay, thanks.
Who will forgo $6 million in less than 6 months for $4 million entire year? Who will do that? Who the Liberian government can do that, man? Trust me, but at the end of the day, the bigger hands, they drag your Como, the Joseph Brother, they get that kickback, they get that fuck. So they didn't really care about the people. Trust me, but for me, let me tell you, I'll be honest. I ain't ready to tell you my kind like you. So the policeman to Brother, I rather put that money in your pocket than to give it to the learning man. Thank you.
Thanks so kindly for your call. Let's see who's right here. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Julius, this is Musa Sharif.
Go ahead, Musa. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Julius, so I'm concerned, especially when it comes to the sovereignty of a nation. Things that have to do with ministries and agencies, these are areas citizens themselves want to be in control of. That's what they call independent nation. Again, if the government is intending to run a smaller government, again, let me repeat it very seriously. If the government is intending to run a smaller government want to delegate our responsibility to other people, outside people, the best thing government can do in this stage is dissolve certain ministry and then invest into the private sector, tell your citizenry to go into the private sector, leave government job, dissolve ministry that are not necessary like you intend to do with the Ministry of Transportation. But we see it that the government is not ready for that yet. If you want to surrender your sovereignty, you need to prepare your private sector properly. Those that you laying off, in fact, this is the only country in the world that I see they keep money in central bank. Central bank shouldn't be a place where money is stacked for good notes. Central banks supposed to put money in the commercial banks, empower the people, allow money to circulate. But that doesn't happen in this country. That is a red flag. In the wake of indirectly dissolving government ministry that intend to run a smaller government, we don't have problem with it. Enforce, empower the private sector that way. The people that you're taking out, give them capital to do business. That is the way. But in the case that the government is proceeding, you have to serve somebody's interest at the detriment of your own sovereignty, but surrendering ministries to foreigners is risky, and it is a risky journey.
Okay.
Hope the government can desist.
Thanks so kindly. Let's see who's on this end. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yes, Julius, this is Brown Tate from Johnsonville.
Go ahead.
And let me thank you so much. Let me thank the lady and the gentleman in studio that, somebody was talking whether huge percentages, a portion among those negotiator or those manager of the Liberia traffic management, Well, you can remember, Julia, when they in our national ID card registration and they were attaching string, you don't get it, you not get money from America, you go to the bank, you not get your salary. When that pressure was coming and was closing to the July 17th, you know that president had to send or executive order because that policy was recruiting people against government. And that's what they are doing now. So as the people talking about I don't know the detail, but they kind of see the attacking for registration, all those kind of thing, police director that will be director of motor vehicle, all those kind of thing. When the people, when they get harder, and then local communities start to get harder because those are things they come out to depend on. I'm sure that they will be recruiting people again themselves.
Okay.
I hope that Mobile Sarah go to his path because from the state country go to his path. Let him speak any kind of language that the president can understand good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks so kindly. I've even heard about a possible connection with one of the sons of the president and all that kind of stuff. But let's see who's right here. I thought I had a civil servant man here again. Let's take two more calls. I'm sure our guests, other guests should be around. Let's take the civil service president. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Julia, thank you. And I want to thank my comrades in studio there. I don't know what informed the government of this action they are about to take against our people. You empower foreign nationals and then you disenfranchise our own citizens, people that are supposed to be doing their fiduciary responsibility that work for the betterment of this country where taxpayers' money has been paid. Then you're taking that responsibility and seconding it to a foreign entity. I think I can't understand. Just as you said, you can't find your mind but going around this. Also, it seems to be somehow frustrating. Two, how will you take our bio data, our information that has to be used under by the country? You send it elsewhere in another foreign country. So why are you telling us you want to expose us to danger? I mean, it's for mind-boggling.
Okay, thanks so kindly. Let's take this other person coming in. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Good evening, Julius.
Yes, go ahead.
Julius, what I don't want to believe, this is fake. And because it's mind-boggling, if you would tell me that the entire investment capital is $40 million for 25 years, and the guys in school are telling us that they generate $40 million in just 4 years. Is that serious? Is that a reality on the ground? Now, if there's a concession, what is the weight of these guys' investment? I really want to know, what did they bring? Because if they say concession, you have to invest first. Why the case of them even start collecting? I just registered my car with them. They impounded my car.
Oh.
They did impound my car. I got all the documents. In fact, beyond that, even the ticket that I paid for was not paid in LRA and Crawford. It was paid in their own, how to call it.
Wow.
This is my government. I support this government. I support this government wholeheartedly. And I will work for Waka any other time for, but this one, it's totally not I'm not understanding it at all. I went over there, Julius. I was so aggressive. I went there with O'Neill Robert and myself was over there. I paid 100 and I think 50 United States dollars to register my pickup. I paid a $20 US ticket that they gave me because my car wasn't registered. Why? I want to register my car. I was going to do it with Transport Ministry. In fact, I told them I wanted to go to Transport Ministry to do the registration. The confusion was that what if I go to Transport Ministry and carry the papers to them? They wouldn't have accepted it. So I decided to just go by what they said because I didn't want my car to sleep there. Right? Julius there. If these guys are investing $40 million over 25 years, let me mind my language. It doesn't make sense. Why would you even give it to them? What is their investment capital? What have they brought to Liberia? If they build their own office, that is not investment. If you came and you brought a concession, you build your office, you can say that is investment. I haven't seen the investment capital that they have brought. If they were building different areas around and say this is for the traffic, this is for this is what we are investing, and as such we can. But the guys are just key towards just generating money. Quick, they print out the license plate, they got everything set, they're taking money. We're all worried what they have brought to invest. Let us see them to invest, we saw their investment capital. They came and they started building different plants here and there. These guys they've done absolutely nothing.
Okay.
They've done absolutely nothing.
Thanks, okay.
I need my word on this. This is totally wrong. We cannot give our data. They ask me for my name, ask me whether I'm married, my blood type, my height. These are the information that the guys are taking from us. When you need my blood type and all these things for registering my car document. These are questions that they ask.
Okay.
Right?
Thanks so kindly. Let's take this person. Okay, went off. Let's come on this end. Welcome. Let's hear you. Hello. You're not coming in clearly. Let's see who's coming in from this other end. This is the OK conversation on OK FM 99.5. Please ask. Okay, let's take this one. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Good evening, Julius. And let me say good evening to my colleagues in studio. My name is Shadrach Destiny Brown. I'm the Director for Press and Public Affairs at the Ministry of Transport. Firstly, let me call on the government of Liberia to make a U-turn within this situation. This particular deed, Julius, it is satanic, it is demonic, it is something that can kill overnight, I believe that the government of Liberia or the president was not given the rightful information concerning this concession. So we're calling on the government of Liberia to see reason. Julius, someone may say, but why are you not starting with this concession? I have children. They have children as well. The government of Liberia will depend on to govern us well. So we think when people are misleading the president, there is a need that the president step in immediately to cancel this. Motor vehicle and driver lesson should not be a part of this entire concession. Thanks so kindly.
Okay, that's Shadrach Brown there. Let's take just two more and then we'll come back to them to wrap up. I'm sure the full list of guests should be anywhere here now. Yes, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Prince S. Cotton, and I'm from my FBA community.
Go ahead.
Well, I think the issue about the transport ministry, I think it's fortunate. We can't have a foreign entity taking over our database, and then workers try to speak about it. Then the workers are paying, you try to intimidate the workers. And the police, when I start brutalizing the workers, I think government need to see how best they can re-strategize, go back on the drawing board, make sure that people of Liberia need to work for their country. We don't need to get job out to foreign companies. I think it's time that Liberia and Liberia companies give the expertise to their country. So government need to see how best they can go by the drawing board and take down with those records. The records are calling on the president. I think the president will be magnanimous in making sure he address the issue to a logical conclusion. Thank you ever so much.
Thanks so kindly as well. The final one. Welcome. Let's hear you. I don't know why this one is not sounding. It's not coming out. Let's just take this final one from this end. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Okay, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is Wisa Larry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Julia, let me say thank to your studio guy. You know, the last time I listened to you start discussing this. But you know the main people, the two key persons in the one that are controlling it is Gregory Como and the president's son. They work to transport ministry that even the director of press are called. You can confirm it when you get a private number asking. But Julia, let me say something. You know why? We're too weak in the country. Even the blade are called that supported Baka that go to that place. No Liberian should comply with those people. They are all criminals. No Liberian should comply. Serious. Me, if I was still having whatsoever to my vehicle, I won't be able to go down there to go register. If the police director said serious, let in the street or any policeman to stay if not Liberian to go register. No Liberian should go and comply with the people to register and do business with them. They are all criminals. Why are the investment? Same work I tell what I investment right there. And let me tell you something. That the wrong thing the people ever did to go to Richard Kun. Richard Kun will not do anything. Anything Waka administration say, Richard Kun will say yes, sir. Richard Kun will not do nothing. So you'll take the wrong path. Let me tell you something. Those people will do everything wrong in this country. Because now you're going down there. How will you take jobs from Liberian? That's why we're talking. It started from the past government. They were putting people now. We start talking to the people will go after people. They say no. Right now, the same people that supported Baka, who people right now they're trying to kill them to bring them down. You see what happened in this country? No Liberian to comply with the people to go and register with criminal. You see? Let's see what happened in the street. Even you, G, I'm telling you right now, your vehicle, don't go to Ghana work at traffic management. They are all criminals. Okay. No one should go there to comply with them.
Thanks so kindly. Let's now come back to our guests. We'll start with you and end up on this side.
Okay, Julius, thank you. And I want to thank all of the callers. And Julius, we call on the Keke riders. I call on the motorcycle. Keke has gone to 150. They're taking Keke from $50 to 150.
Keke 150 for registration?
Yeah, at that place. It's from $50. We do not $50, and they're taking it from 50. But Julius, this is the point. And I want you to notice something and prove me wrong tomorrow on your show. And Julius, the $3 jacket that we buy, reflective jacket, that the police are even using now is issued by traffic management. The police have turned to advertisement company.
I read statements on the police Facebook page from traffic management.
Chief,
traffic management doesn't advertise itself. It's the police that does it. That one is true.
Chief, the police is advertising traffic management. I mean, and Julius, they wrap our head around it. Julius is driving, mistakenly he have an accident. The police is the first line of contact, right? What if the manager or someone higher up at traffic management is involved in an accident? Who is going to prepare the charge sheet? Is it the police? When the police is an advertisement company for LTM? Julius, this is something that we stand up to. And to borrow my colleague, we will not rest. Greg, you send your police officers to beat us. They stole my wedding band.
Oh?
Yeah. The police officers stole my wedding band. And everywhere I go, I will say it. Everywhere I go, I will say it. You can come and do your worst. We will stand up because prosperity will judge us. There have been greater men than you. Genghis Khan was in this country. Joe Ted was in this country. Grady Allison was in this country. You are no bigger than them. The Liberian people are bigger than you, Gregory Komo. Come for us. Thank you.
Wow. Let's come to you there, madam, to wrap up.
Thank you, Julius. This was a really good show. So here's the message we want to leave for the Liberian people. This is not about us. Our government said we should sit down, they will give us money, we will pay every day. This is not what we want. We are professionals, we went to school. We want our functions. We want the Ministry of Transport that was enacted by law to carry on its rightful law authority. If you want to give this thing to the traffic management, go and repeal the laws. Go and use the horse. Put the vote on the floor. Take it away from Ministry of Transport, just as the act was created in 86 and carried out through the executive act in 2022. You want to do that? Go back and do it. But you will not do it arbitrarily, you will not do it illegally, and you will not do it at the expense of the 265 Ministry of Transport employees. Matter of fact, the whole of Ministry of Transport, 400 plus employees. Because if operation is done, administration will be done. We are talking about the future of the Ministry of Transport. And let me just add this to what my colleague said. RG Como will not be afraid of you. You can take our tax, you can have your talks, call us in our inboxes and threaten our lives. Somebody told me they are lucky they didn't shoot my ear. But my ear, you know what that ear means? I have the text message. You lucky we didn't shoot your ear, but we're not done with you yet. We know where you are. We're not going to back down. You can kill us. History will remember this group of Ministry of Transport employees, the 400 plus of us standing up for what we believe in. Tomorrow we'll be at in the front of our building where our placards, President Brecker, wherever you are, you need to come. You say we should think Liberia, love Liberia, build Liberia. We cannot build Liberia if you are putting foreigners over Liberians. Professional people, they call us low lives. We are not low lives people. We are college graduates, master degree holders, researchers. You just name it. The 4-9 year, and they cannot do this to us. We will not stand for it. We rather die than to see this deal come to pass with our government not intervening. So the fight is on. Okay. Let's go.
We come to you as well.
Julius, let me appreciate and respond to one of my professional colleagues who asked whether the deal is legal or illegal. It is not just legal, it's not just illegal, it's bogus. But let me say something here. The Liberian people, to all of my unions, the National Trucker Union, the National Dump Trucker Union, the motorcycle unions, come out. Come and protect your heritage. Tomorrow, we'll converge at the Ministry of Transport. And we have written the Attorney General, who is also a player to this process, that indeed Wednesday we'll be going to petition the U.S. government in regards to the unlawful book us inhuman transaction that have been perpetrated by Mr. Gregory Como. However, we at the Land Transport, we are calling on all of our stakeholders. Moving forward, we will communicate to you in duties. We're going to ensure that all of our vehicles are parked. The truckers will not enter the port. The people will not enter APRC. Simeco will not haul cement. Futa will not haul rice. All of the parking stations and parking lots will remain closed until this government can do the needful. As we said, that indeed we are prepared as professional people to work, but equally so, our rights will not be trampled upon, because Liberia belongs to all of us. Go are those days that one lawmaker will say, I regret installing AD. We will not allow you to regret. We call you to your attention to do that which is good and right. Thank you very much.
Thanks so kindly for being here. Rejected by the Salif administration. Rejected by the WIA administration. Seemingly now accepted by the Boakai administration. Liberia traffic management, whatever it is at the center stage. We'll see how it plays out. But thanks so kindly for being here.